I'm Kevin, and I'm playing the role Kevin on the Prime Radicals. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun on the show. It's all a new experience to me, and I've never done it before, so I enjoyed a lot.
So the camera's over here.
Well, one of the most important things I've learned being on the set is that every person has to work together to get the thing done. And also, it surprised me that how much equipment you would need to make everything perfect. Uncle Norm, he's really, really funny, and sometimes when we're middle of acting, I just suddenly burst out in laughter.
We're not gonna take it.
Alana's more like the straight person, so she's the one kind of like keeping Uncle Norm and I on track. Well, here on set, I'm like the only kid, so I kind of had to be friendly with the adults. So when I have the chance, I would bring something to play with and just see if there's someone open who can play with me. So I've made lots of friends, I guess, with everyone. Math is pretty much in everything. Like in daily lives, we would be cooking for food, and we would have certain ingredients we would need. So we would need half spoons, half tablespoons, stuff like that. Yeah, I think this show is a great idea because I've seen on TVO Kids that most of the shows are for like English comprehension and reading and stuff. So I think parents will be very interested in watching the show so that we could learn more on English and math. My favorite subject related to real academics is probably the math, but in terms of like enjoyment as in fun and all that, I think maybe gym would be. Well, I have an email, so I like to check it to see what's happening between my friends and I. And sometimes, if I'm allowed to, I play video games on the computer. The toughest thing I had to go through was memorizing all of the scripts. So I always had to keep my mind focused on my scripts, and I find that a bit hard. Our main goal is to make sure that the lines sound more like a conversation, so no one knows that we're actually reciting lines.
That sounds like fun.
He just gets these certain missions from his boss, and he usually has to send a report or a package, etc., to his boss, and he usually can't. So me and Alana would help him solve it using math.
Wow, this I gotta see.
When I was really young, I enjoyed watching TVO Kids, and I've been to their websites. Most of their games are really educational, and I find them very helpful for kids. Ugh, my job is never done.
I'm Alana Bale, and I play the character of Alana. I go to university in Toronto. I'm majoring in theater performance. I love going to concerts. Yeah, hanging out with friends, going to the movies. Uncle Norm, he has his own workshop, and he has his secret work. And Kevin and I, we're cousins on the show, and we all team together to build different things. And so you have Uncle Norm, who brings, sort of the laughter and the jokes, and he helps us build it. And Kevin and I are more crafty with it, and we all teach each other how to do things. So it's like a team effort.
Well, that sounds fan-party-tastic.
When I was in school, math wasn't my math didn't come to me very easily. It wasn't the easiest subject for me. Go for it. While I was growing up, we never had a show like this that showed that math can be fun and math can be easy. You just have to look at it in a different way. I mean, a show like this growing up with me, if I had seen it when I was younger, that would have been great. But unfortunately, we didn't have the Prime Radicals back then. Well, the character Alana, she's very enthusiastic about math, and she loves creating crafts and building things that all relate back to math. Now, how cool is that? Well, Kevin, he's 11 years old. He has so much energy. He brings so much energy to the show and even on set.
Hello.
And Norm, who plays my Uncle Norm, He has so much energy as well, and he's so much fun to just play around with, joke with, and he's always there to talk on set and off set. All right, well, let's get to it. So yeah, they're really great to work with. The make, build, and do's at home, they were a little bit of a challenge because we did 26 in a really short time span, but we had a really good crafts person that taught me how to do everything. I am not a crafty person in real life, not at all. But she taught me how to build all sorts of things, so it became really, really easy, and now I can say that I am a crafty person.
And there you have it.
I can now see through the show how math is used every single day with the terminology, and then with the make, build, and do's at home, you put it into action, and you can really see how it plays out and how it works in everyday life. So I think that for children who are in school and who are struggling with math, when they take a look at this show, I think it'll open their eyes and they can see that math really is fun, and you can see it in your everyday life.
My name is Norm McQueen, and I play Uncle Norm on the Prime Radicals. You know, on and off, I've been performing, doing comedy for about 20 years, 20 plus years actually. And this has been probably my most personally satisfying experience to date because it combines my two great passions, which are entertainment and education.
Zero.
The field segments are always interesting because we get out of the studio per se and meet with people who use mathematics in their daily lives. The one I particularly enjoyed was going to the Peace Tower, Parliament Hill in Ottawa, where we went to the inner workings of the clock. I could barely fit in because I'm kind of a big guy, and the passage was quite narrow. I guess they were smaller in the 1920s. I don't know. Maybe they didn't eat as many hamburgers. Math does not need to be tough, tedious, intimidating. It's just a question of how it's communicated and how it's packaged. And I think on this show, we're definitely taking a new and novel approach to engage young children.